Alright guys, welcome back. We're joined again by a special guest.
Again?
Looks like, yeah, we've got...
It's been a long time coming.
We've got lots of special guests on the channel. Jack is probably the most special of the guests, right?
Charmer.
So we're here at Ultraflex. Jack's actually been here for what, 4 or 5 hours doing the mobility?
Got you about 20 minutes early because I didn't want to hold AJ up, but yeah.
No, it's good to be here. We're in for push. I am a month sort of deep into contest prep this weekend, so about 10 pounds off since the video with Keith, which is pretty much when I started prep. Jack, where are you at the moment in terms of your never-ending off season?
Yeah, fairly peak off season. Probably going to do a bit of a tidy up starting probably next week actually, and then probably for about 10 weeks, and then the final push then looking for the 2022 season. So that's the plan. So now is when I should be at like all-time sort of strength, pushing on from here. So looking forward to today.
Yeah, we'll see what we can bring. Obviously with pressing, for me, it's like I'm at a stage right now where I'm still able to make some small progressions, but also from a stability standpoint, I'm lacking a little bit. So that's my excuse.
But I'm here to give him the push today because he won't want to get outdone today. So we'll see.
I won't want to get outdone. So yeah, I think this year has been big for me in terms of just pressing and accuracy. Last prep, I tried to hold on to pure numbers in the logbook, so I was thinking more movements than I was muscles. And this time I'm thinking, right, okay, how can I remain the most accurate throughout this entire prep rather than just wasting away tissue in chest and delts through poor accuracy. So we'll talk more about that during the session, and speak soon.
Are you satisfied? There's nowhere to go. I've been paralyzed. For you didn't know. Now the feeling is gone, you're gone, just leave it alone, leave it alone.
Alright, so before we get going, I thought I'd talk a little bit about how me and Jack actually knew each other. So we got chatting back in like 2016 after I did my second contest prep, and I started posting more on Instagram. And then Jack, we actually did a podcast together in the same year, because Jack stood out to me as one of the first individuals that I ever saw get into like truly ridiculous condition. So I'm sure Josh can maybe throw up one picture of Jack's crazy condition. Everyone knows it pretty much, but for anyone that maybe is new to the channel or new to bodybuilding, he set a standard in natural bodybuilding that I think was a little new, and everyone will now know Jack as someone that is extremely meticulous but also quite crazy, in a good way. And there's some elements of the way that Jack approaches bodybuilding that's probably beyond the port of call for some people, but what you've got to appreciate is that when you look at someone like Jack, and how I got to know him and now speaking to him more like almost on a daily basis, is that it doesn't really matter the way in which he approaches bodybuilding or the meticulous nature of his habits. All that matters is that he enjoys that. He loves that. He wakes up at 4:30 every morning and cracks on with his day, and he loves it. You know, so that is bodybuilding for him. And I think the important message there is that you've got to do bodybuilding for you over anything. You take any photos or not? Huh? You not take any photos? I was going to do an in-person check-in with AJ. It's one of my clients competing this year, coming into the 13 or 12 weeks out this weekend. So he's going to do he's going to do very well this year. He's going to be someone to look out for sure. Josh Bridgman, eat your heart out. This is the 1MR adjustment to the Atlantis Lateral. It's a fantastic adjustment. It makes the machine about 10 times better.
There was a period of time where people were bashing the people that weren't using dumbbells for laterals, because like if you're just going in with a relaxed arm, you're not recruiting loads of like stabilizers. Do you know what I mean? Whereas when you're doing that, they fire. So like a few people were saying that there's going to be some long-term shoulder issues with people just doing cuff work, because you don't get that additional stabilization, do you? So you've got this really developed side delt, but fuck all stabilizers because you haven't like gripped anything. Already had it on. Already had it on.
So typically on laterals, I won't go anywhere below 8 reps. So this is the first time I did it with the cuffs last time, and I went 68 and got, I think, 8. And I come out of those sets feeling just no benefit. So I'd rather go a little lighter and get 10 plus, and then on my second set, the slightly higher rep range, I go like 15 plus. And on the 15 plus, I'll try and make them continuous. On the first one, I'll really think about spending some more time in the contraction, so some more time in the shoulder. There you go, moving perfectly fine. No issues.
Go 2 up.
That's better. Take your time, take your time. 2. Clench this, imagine you're gripping something. Imagine you're gripping me. Grip me here. There you go, come on. Yes, form a fist. Keep the fist, keep the fist, keep the fist. There you go. Right, nice. Keep the fist. Go again. Rinse it. Go straight again, straight again. Up! Yeah, up. Yes. Nice! And again. Hey! Let's go.
Good. Unless I get it locked in, I can't do a heavier weight. It's out at the start, so I have to almost like get it to the top before it's like in. That felt so much better, that drop.
Change direction better. Little pause, all the intent here. Go, yeah. So as you can see there, like cueing that change of direction, a lot of people go wrong there with laterals. Come to the bottom, no time spent there, and then they just chuck it into what will be the shortened position. Instead, just like a leg extension, come into that sort of position at the start. It's not really a lengthened position because we're not challenging the lengthened range here, but pause and then initiate with your side delt rather than thinking about just trying to throw it for the sake of doing another rep or adding a rep in the logbook.
Keep our tempo now, stay on our tempo.
Come on, let's go. Work it out. Yeah.
One on me, come on. Same tempo. Go. Come on. luck with that.
Come on, what the fuck in? Come on, let's go. Yep.
That was much better. Hardcore.
What the guts that?
Blood and guts.
Leave it alone.
I just never go, if I'm pressing on my warm-ups, it's just superstition, I never go more than 7.5k every jump. I'll never go over 7.5. So like 15 pounds, I'll never jump more. But
Yeah. Just take your time for your top set, yeah? Just take as much time. You're not bothering me, mate. Don't worry about it. Alright, final warm up. No.
Yep.
Yes.
Nice.
Yep.
Strong set now. Hold it.
Yeah.
Nice work. Come on. Yes. Come on. Nice. Come on. Yes. Come on. Let's go. Brace hard. Yeah.
Come on.
Let's go. Back it out. Oh. All the way. Finish it now.
Yep.
Nice.
That's getting tough. Yep. Yes. Come on. Yes. Good. Stay in the center. Yes. Good. And again. No. Woo.
Is it almost better? I'll do 44s just to keep you happy.
44s then, but I think you'd be much better off if your shoulder's stable. Take a good high rep set. Do not take the 50s again. Fucking nutcase.
Good. Keep that tempo now, come on. Good, come on. Come on, Edge. Straight down, come on. You'll tire out, keep going. Yep. Straight in, yes. Go. Straight in, yes. Yep. Come on, keep it moving. Oh, nice. What was your rep like compared to last?
+1 with the spot.
+1?
With the spot.
I bet your tempo was better
Yeah.
last time.
Yeah.
The difference that makes when you
That's getting so different. That movement, like, it just feels dead. Just feels like dead in the water.
What, in terms of the fact that you won't progress it, or it's just not feeling good as a
It
move?
doesn't feel good internally at all because I've just run it for so long that like it's missed out that like nice feeling.
Yep. Let's go, H. Let's go. Yep. Good. Go. Yes. And again.
Like 10.
Yeah, you don't need to do 10. Just leave it at 2.
But
Oh, you're gonna fuck yourself in the
no, because the quality of those wasn't.
Yeah, but do you expect the quality? Mate, the next movement is a fairly high incline. You get more out of that in a stable environment than press.
Stride.
Leave the dumbbells, yeah, it's a stride. The dumbbells are being left on the floor.
They're not.
I need a leash on him, literally a leash. Alright, so we've managed we haven't managed. Fuck me.
This should be fine. I thought you were going to stay over there. Okay.
Yeah, go.
There you go. And again. One, I'm here. Let's go.
Mind yourself.
Now the dumbbells going away. Right, we need a new function at Ultraflex. When Jack's here, we need chains around the dumbbells so that they can't be used again once you've done.
Was that a better set? Was it a better set?
It was a bit of a better set, yeah.
Thank you.
Again, unnecessary fatigue though. I told him like to not do another set, and he ran.
I was like, where the fuck is Jack gone?
He said it'll come down, smash you on the head, and then the next set you'll just be like.
Straight in.
We've concluded that Jack needs to get hit on the head with the dumbbell.
Who's going to do it? The only way to find out is if I do another set.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
pad if you try to really push back into the pad, push back into the pad. Come on.
Nice.
Keep our chest proud the whole time. Keep the chest proud. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Yes! That's much better. Come on, come on. Come on, fucking all the way, all the way, all the way.
Let's go.
Keep our chest proud, keep it proud, keep it proud, keep it proud. Yes! Right! Come on, come on, come on.
No!
One on me, one on me. Keep it proud, keep it proud, keep it proud.
Race
There!
hard. Let's go.
Come on. Let's go. Hard! Come on, come on, come on. Keep pushing back in the pad, keep pushing back in the pad. Take this one, take this one. Keep chest proud, keep chest proud, keep chest proud. Yep. Really nice that.
Oh. So it's basically saying the golden rule when you're with a training partner: go second,
Allow them to do an immaculate tempoed set.
and then just speed it up. Speed it up and either beat their reps by 1, or if you're really, really good, just double them. Just double their reps. There's shit all over them. Stay in the fucking set. Stay in the fucking set. Come on. There you go. Go. Come on. Yep. Good. Go again. Come on. Stay in. Stay in. Do not ditch this. Go. Yes. 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 There you go. Go.
Race hard. Drive it all. Let's go.
This is you. Right. Stay into the pad, push into the
Finish
pad.
it.
Come on, come on, come on.
Yes.
Go down.
Nice.
Oh yeah. 2 up. I go.
Fucking balls drop right there, like.
Are you satisfied? We've been here before. I don't
Fucking hell, that's nice.
Last time this didn't go so well, so this week it's redemption. If I get 9, redeem myself. So let's get it.
Big one. Go ahead. Easy. Fucking stay strong now. Yep. Come on, he's a smooth. He's there, come on. Come on! Easy 2 on a push. Straight! Come on! Yes! Fucking one, let's go.
Let's go. Release out. Right. Good.
Is that it, yeah?
Yeah, 9.
Fucking great that.
And when you
With better tempo
weren't
as well.
too far off the tent either.
Yeah.
Jump!
Good. Let's go. Stay in. Stay in.
about the traction now, think about it. Yeah. Start here. Traction here. Go on. I'll see you in. Hold on, come on. Come on. Don't float. On me, let's go. Come on, let's go. Yeah. Don't float. Make it, just don't float. Spend time there. Yes.
Oh. Mine.
Marshall.
Go, come on. Up!
She doesn't know that you're too long. Leave it alone. Are you satisfied? Are you
Got our micro balls, we'll start the traction. Yes. Come on. Spend time there. Yes!
All the way. Come on.
This is you, come on.
Yeah.
More. Leave.
Nice. Come on.
For the sake of one rep on a cuff lateral, I'd rather take more partials and you just get me into the short end. So it drops off in the short end anyway, so I've already died there, so you may as well just take me there anyway. Feel a lot stronger than last rotation, that's for sure. So I think last rotation it was just a case of going back to normal volume after my devolume, which was like the week I started prep. So that week was I probably should have done the devolume the week before I started prep. It probably would have been a little bit better. So, oh well.
Oh yeah. 2 or 3 were really good then.
No. Oh. Yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah, come on. Again, come on, let's go. Yeah, finish it. Come on.
Yep.
Floor. Right. Nice. Come on. Come on, strong. And again, let's go. Come on. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, finish it. Nice.
Yep, lost it.
Right. Yeah, finish it. Come on.
Mine. Yes. Fucking hell. So I basically just wanted to have a little bit in this video where we use some of the clips from today's session, especially with Jack sort of getting ready for the sets, and allow Jack to sort of talk a little bit about how it is to train with the issues that he does have. Whether they're an injury or not, like, that's up to Jack to diagnose or tell you what it is. But I just thought I'd let you sort of say to the audience, you know, how does that impact your training, and how have you dealt with it over the last few years?
To put like a term to it, they're called snapping hip syndrome and snapping scapular syndrome. So all it is like the surrounding muscles of those joints quite weak, so the tendons have a tendency to sort of slide over in the wrong way, and it just feels uncomfortable. So when you see me popping my shoulder, for example, it's kind of trying to readjust the shoulder. The more I do it, the more the area gets inflamed, so potentially that can be an issue. So that's where like the psychological element comes into it as well. Training wise, it is very frustrating, but today there were the odd occasion where it got the better of me, but as a session on the whole, I think AJ was quite like a calming figure for me, and I got in a lot a better session than I would have probably by myself. Spent well over half the time adjusting that I would have normally. So I think when I'm left to my own demise, like I overthink it a lot. So potentially like AJ was there quite often just saying just relax, go into it, and to be fair I got in a really good session today, so I was very pleased with how it went. It is a lot better than what it was before. I am doing a lot to get it sorted, whereas before I was kind of content with it and just did what I could, whereas now I know it's not like a normal thing, so I am getting it sorted. I'm getting a lot of rehab work done, doing a lot of extra stuff in my own time as well, so, and it is improving, so I just got to carry on at it, and at the same time keep my head, which is the most important thing. So
okay guys, so we are wrapped up with push here Ultraflex. Today was a really good session for us both. I think Jack's got a massive pump on and managed to not spend half the session getting ready for the sets. So
hey, what time do we start? Fairly quick one for me.
Yeah, it was fairly quick for Jack. For me, maybe a little bit too long.
Yeah, alright, so apologies.
No, it was good. It was a really good session. I was happy with sort of performance as a whole today. In terms of where I'm at, and sort of I just took like this week's progress photos. I'm fairly happy with where I'm at, but I'm at a stage where I absolutely know there's improvements because I've never been this lean at this weight, but at the same time it's like I've not got lean enough to see them really just now, so just got to remain patient. And I was just speaking to Jack, you know, like I've got to bring sort of the condition that I had in 2017, like the real dugout hardness that I had then, in the balance of the new muscle that I have had sort of gained over the last, well, 3 to 4 years, but most recently obviously the last 6 months have been very productive. So I've got to hold on to that, this whole diet, and that's something that I'm willing to do whatever it takes to be able to do.
But this year you know you can.
Yes.
Whereas
yeah,
last year though, you were a
way.
bit concerned that you couldn't hold on to it because it was new tissue.
Yeah.
Whereas now you know you can. So like you said, the challenge for you now is to replicate the condition you've always had.
Yeah, the real hardness
with the new muscle you've gained. So.
Yeah. And with the new muscle, I'll be able to get even more conditioned than 2017 visually. So this is going to be the year where I almost say to myself like, right, I'm just going to get legit peeled. So can look forward to that. All right, guys. So we'll leave it there. Thanks again for tuning in. Make sure you follow Jack if you don't already, and we'll speak soon.
What are you doing if you don't?